Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer Scrapping Cane. Today I'm sharing an 11 by 8.5 layout with two photos of my older sister sleeping on a chair. And there's no journaling. These are just photos my grandpa took of her asleep on the chair. And I have a few embellishments from Some Assemblage Required. That's MK Gun Shop. And mainly I'm going to use the flowers. I'm not going to use the little film rails that I show. They just don't fit the layout. I have scraps from Cedar Lane. This was a collection by Pink Paislee, probably in 2010, 12, if I had to guess. I'm not sure of the exact date since this is from a 6x6 pad and I no longer have the packaging. And I basically just had a few puffy stickers that I wanted to use up. I used this collection a few months back for some other pictures of my sisters when they're a little bit older. Um, and I did a double page layout using the 6x6 pad, and that's why you see some of them have hexagons taken out of them. So basically, I'm going to piece this layout together with the papers and use it up. It's going to be all gone by the time I get done. So you saw I had one 12 by 12, and that's the wood grain. I'm going to use that as my background. I am looking at an example on my phone of how I laid out the papers before I inked them up. And that's what I'm going off of as my guide to lay my papers down. So I'm not just laying these papers down out of my head. Just so you know, you don't think that, magic. I just was able to place them where I needed them to be. I had already did that off camera. And like I said, I went ahead and inked up all the edges of all the pattern papers. I usually do that because it separates the pattern papers and it makes them pop a little bit more. Plus, it helps your photos stand out too. So I usually do that almost on every layout, except for I find in the summertime, usually that doesn't happen. Um, Summer layouts are bright, so usually I don't add black to them. If I do, it's usually because my son is wearing black or the photos are black and white. Usually I scuff up the edges if it's a more bright layout. But this one, since there's a black and white photo on it, I went ahead and used black ink. And I'm just going to layer up the papers. And most of them were already, you know, had either hexagons out of them or were cut like to a certain size already. So I just basically trimmed them all up and made them fit together. And I just did that by playing with them. There's no rhyme or reason of which color went by which color. I just wanted the colors to pop off of each other. So that's why I put the colors together. And the pink one, as if it was right there next to the flower paper, it didn't pop as much. So that's why I ended up putting the blue next to the flower paper and then adding the pink one. And that worked out a little bit better. And then this piece here is actually a little bit too small. So I'm going to end up cutting this one here down. And since I was covering it up anyways, and I'm going to use it on the other side. So it's a good thing that I had that piece. That one I think actually was a full 6x6 or close to it. So it was a bigger sheet, but um, I don't know why I thought it was going to fit on that side. I tried to leave a little bit less than a half an inch around the edge. And that was just to make something cohesive all the way around. And then I wanted two of each of the pattern papers, either top and bottom or left or right of the flower paper. So the flower paper is the center paper, and that one's just the one I just like. I really like the colors in this collection, and I used it all up. All I had was the 6x6 pad besides that one 12 by 12 paper. I didn't have any other 12 by 12 papers, and I had these cute little puffy stickers, and I used all of them except for one. There's one you can see over there to the left hand side, and it says day, and it's in the pretty blue color. I don't know that it will match anything else in my stash or anything like that. I threw it in the trash. It's the only one I did not use from these little puffy stickers. I used the one here that's brown and it says hello. And like I said, my title is going to be Sleeping Beauty because she's asleep on the chair. And then over on the feathers on the right hand side, it says Loving You. And I just thought that was kind of cute for, photos of the little girl sleeping. And then the cute little fox I'm going to put over here by Hello Sleeping Beauty. And I popped it up on top of the feathers. And then I'm just going to add those right here, and pretty much it's going to be done. And there was feathers in this collection to begin with. One of the papers had feathers on it, but I had already used it, so I just went ahead and used these feathers instead. And again, it just looked cute, and it was a cute little layout. So I'm just going to fit sleeping under here under beauty. I showed a different alpha at the beginning that was like a rose gold. It just ended up, it couldn't fit where I wanted it to fit. So I ended up using these little white foam ones that are from Paige Evans. Um, I don't remember which collection those came out with, but I know that Joann's still sells them, and some places online still sell them. They're very usable. I always pick up a package of them from Joann's if they're on sale because they're very usable. They're white on one side and navy blue on the other side. I have lots of the navy blue ones left, but a lot of the white ones are almost all gone. But I did have two E's, so I was able to spell sleeping. And here I'm adding some sequins from my stash. I used a couple of different packages just to get the right colors. And then I also added in gold sequins since beauty is in gold. My light's kind of shining off of it, so it looks like it's white or some other color, but it's really gold. And I'm going to hold it up and it's all done. So that's my layout for today. That was quick, simple. Besides the fiddling with the papers and placing them where I wanted to place them, other than that, it came together fairly quickly. And again, I have another layout in my family album, and I will have another layout for tomorrow. I will see you guys then. Bye.